Hey YouTube, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to go over how to avoid mechs and all of the good strategies and stuff to never die from a mech. Because as you guys know, mechs are super annoying. Like, whenever I'm in solo, there's usually two people cross-teaming and, like, just killing everyone with the mech, even though on solo you're not supposed to team. But mechs are way too overpowered. If someone is in one, it has 1,000 health and it can almost one-shot. It can one-shot anyone as long as the rockets are charged up all the way, or at least just 4. So it can one-shot a whole duo. So it's basically like someone with some sort of explosive minigun and they have 10 times the normal health. So it's pretty crazy. Epic Games already said they're gonna nerf it in the next update. So I hope that they do something like that. Like, to be honest, I think the mech should have around maybe 500 health, or maybe even 2,000, but the rockets should only do about 5 damage, because that's still 40 damage, and it's really easy. They should either lower the mech's HP to 500, and max rockets to 5, or max HP 2,000, but rockets only do like 5 damage. But now for strategies on how to defend yourself from the mech. Most people, whenever there's a mech, they just start building everywhere, and then they just do that, and then the mech destroys it easily, so that doesn't work. But what you want to do if there's a mech, then instead of building, by the way, always try to find boogie bombs. If you find one and there's people in a mech, whenever you throw it at the mech, it's going to make both of them jump out, and then you can't sprint while you're like that, so you can get them pretty easily. And that's the first way to defend yourself from a mech. Some places, like I think a few places in Salty Springs, have an underground basement. If you're in that basement and the mech's guns are just right in the right position where they can't shoot into basements, so if there's a basement under the ground, then that's a really easily safe place to go for a mech. But most people already know this, but if there's a mech and say you're in solos and one person's in the mech, the easiest way is just to hop in and then hold the delete key for 1 second, and then the mech will self-destruct. So that's another really easy way. But if 2 pros are chasing you down with a mech, like, never try to build away from it. Some people can, though. Like, you see this mountain right here? It's high up enough that the mech's jump won't be able to get up to it. So if you build up really fast on the sides and try to stay away from where they're shooting, then you can build up enough to get away from the mech and escape. But mechs should be removed, though, or at least heavily nerfed, because they're way too overpowered. But another really good way is if you see a mech and you have a sniper, then try to stay hidden and then try to snipe the person in the gunner area, because if you get that person, then if you're on duos or squads, then their teammate's gonna be knocked, and then you can just destroy the mech easily, since without the gunner they can only stomp, and if they get out to do the gunner, then it stays still, so you can just shoot the gunner area. But now here's some tips for if you're in the mech. So, never team on solos with the mech because it's a bad idea. But if you're on duos and you have a mech, then try to coordinate with your teammate what they want to do, and like if there's another mech, it's really easy to destroy it as long as your teammate jumps or you jump as high as you can with the mech, and then just shoot all of the rockets that you can at it, and then that's really easy. Another thing most people don't know is most people jump mid-air or sprint mid-air after they jump, or boost mid-air with the mech. But what's actually the best thing to do is right after you jump, you want to press the left shift or whatever you have set to boosting on the mech, because if you think about it, if you just do a regular jump, or if you do the high jump and then just regularly press the left shift button or whatever thing you have to boost the mech, then it's just going to start going fast after it's already in the air. But if you do it at the very beginning, right when you jump, even though if it seems you may not go as far, it makes you go really fast starting from when you're on the ground, so you can go way further, and it's pretty overpowered. But if someone's shooting you with the mech, the best thing to do is try to hide behind a hill or something. Even though mechs have a lot of HP, if you... I just jumped off of there, but if you want to keep your mech to the end of the round, then just try to hide from people and stuff. But if you find another mech, then the best thing to do is, if you're on duos or solos, then just destroy it. But if you're on squads and your team has 2 mechs, then that's just really overpowered. But most pros already know most of the stuff I'm saying. But I hope this video is somewhat helpful, and I usually never myself die from a mech because I know how to dodge it very well. So subscribe, join the Discord server, links in the description, follow me on Twitter, also links in the description. And a quick shout out to all my channel members. Currently there's 7. If you want to see your name on this list, all you have to do is press the join button to the left of the subscribe button, and your name will be on this list next video. So shout out to all of them. And yeah, so in the next update, Epic Games did say that they were going to nerf the mech. So I thought that they would nerf it after the new update to Tilted Towers, where right now Tilted Towers is Tilted Town, and since they did update that, I thought that that would be the update, since they did say that next update they would nerf it before this, but they didn't nerf it yet. But they really need to, because it's way too overpowered. Just like the Infinity Sword and the airplanes were too overpowered. Hopefully in Season 11 there's not something that can like destroy the game. Or at least they should remove mechs completely from Arena, because Arena is supposed to be professional. And with mechs it's kind of more like... mechs feel like something that would only be good to have in creative or limited time mode, but not really in like actual games. So yeah, subscribe, trying to hit 50,000. We just need about 7,099 more exactly. So I might make new videos on the challenges next week, because I did the math, and the daily challenges come out at like 4 AM my time, so that's kinda late. But I'll make more videos soon. And I guess I'm gonna end the video now, so bye YouTube.